Hey y'all, I am back with another video. I'm headed to a vision board party, and this is 2026, my life of living a more soft life. That's kind of the reason why I moved to out of the US. It was one of the reasons because I had a list of reasons, but I wanted to slow down and start to really enjoy life. And so far, I have been trying to stay booked and busy with things that I want to do. So all these things that I'm booked and busy with are things I want to do. And today I'm going to a vision board party, and it's supposed to have a spin on it. We're not doing like glue sticks and like magazine photos. We're doing like dry erase boards with some thoughtful questions and us sharing with each other to try to build a little sisterhood. And I'm excited about that. Another thing is I just came from a wine, and I told y'all I went to a cheese making and wine tasting class, and I just happy to try something new and get out. And then I also have my second sewing class coming up. I'm going to put together a video on that. I'm going to take y'all with me on that. And I'm thinking about, and I want to hear y'all thoughts. I'm thinking about having a sangria and charcuterie board party or get together in my house, a very small get together because my home is small. Also to launch my business. On the side, I used to do interior styling for very many years for like real estate agents, investors, and companies. Particularly, I did vacation rentals. So I kind of want to pick that up as a side gig once I settle in here. But yeah, I want a soft introduction of that, show people my past projects and stuff like that. Tell me if y'all think that's a good idea. I also have a Temu unboxing. Sorry, y'all, that cut off. But I discovered that Temu ships here, and I never even used Temu in the States because I didn't really like how long it took. But it's really good here, and I'm gonna do a video of some unboxing of things that I bought from Temu, and why I'm going to probably be a Temu fan while I'm here. And so I did just a video of that. If y'all want to see some things that come from Temu that make it to Portugal, and I'm gonna tell you something, it's the same stuff on Amazon, and it's less price. And I'm gonna tell y'all another cheat code. I'm telling you, the quality of the stuff that comes to Europe is higher. It's a higher quality because they have stricter rules. So anyway, I just want to take y'all with me to this vision board party, and I'll check in with y'all again at the end and talk to you soon. So y'all always start off with an outfit check. Don't ask me why. I'm just a girl. Before I leave, and then I go and I jump into a Bolt. I know I have mentioned Uber before, but honestly, the best thing you can do is use a Bolt when you are in Europe. It's like half the price of Uber. And then I got to the place, and it was such a beautiful day. I had to look around, and I think that was it. I was like, is that it across the street? Because he kind of dropped me across from it. And I had to go and figure out how to get to the crosswalk, because what I have to tell y'all is that be extremely careful when you're using the crosswalks in Portugal, period, specifically in Lisbon, because cars really don't respect the crosswalks. It's kind of crazy. It's like that in Italy too, but it's worse in Italy, honestly. But just know, even if you're in a crosswalk, you really need to look around and be vigilant and fear for your life, because they don't really respect crosswalks like that. Once I got there, I kind of had to look around a couple of times because I couldn't really find the entrance of the place, because where the sign was, I think it had like the sign on two sides. So they started looking at me like I was crazy in the store next door because I was trying to figure out where the entrance was. But I finally found the entrance. And I also ran into two other ladies that was there for the vision board party, but I didn't want to get them in the video because everybody doesn't like to be in the videos. And so I thought this place was super cute, even though my friend, the one that put it on, her name is Alfreda, she kept saying it's a hole in the wall, but I didn't think it was a hole in the wall. I actually want to put some of those plates that you see, I want to put some of those up in my kitchen when I get, as I keep layering into my place. putting it the way I want. And when I got downstairs, because we reserved the downstairs, I thought it was super cute and cozy. I really did. So that was where we were set. I was kind of early, but not that early. One thing I like about Lisbon is that the community there is so tight. Like, there is so tight. Where I'm at, I'm about 30 minutes from there. I usually jump on the train to get there, but today I decided to take an Uber or a Bolt. But everybody knows each other in that little village of Lisbon. Everybody knows each other, and they're starting to know me as well and inviting me to things. But that was Alfreda. This was her event that she put on. She is prior military, and I'm always attaching to the veterans or people that are retired like me. But yeah, we got these cute little vision boards, dry erase boards to put like the affirmations on and the questions on and answer. And that was such a cute little dry eraser too, with that little face on it. All of that we got to keep, except she wanted the color markers back. But we even got these cute little stickers with affirmations on them as well. I just thought the setup was so adorable and so well thought out. It was just my opinion that it was. But yeah, once we settled in and we started to get our questions and everything like that, we put down some answers, and then we were able to reflect on those answers. So like one of the questions we did, this was a toast we did before we even got to the questions. But one of the questions we did was talking about something that we needed more of, or I needed more of as a person. And I have said for 2026, I am going to be connecting with people more, making more community, and putting forth effort, because I think effort with community is just showing up. The most important thing to do when you move abroad is to make community and show up. That was the food. It was so good. And you have to get used to Portugal. They have no problem with putting double carbs on your plate. So to get rice and French fries on the same plate is very common here. But you also got to know they work out a lot, because there's a lot of hills and you get a lot of exercise in. One thing that I wrote down that somebody said was, hey, for this year, I'm not going to jump over oceans for people that won't jump over puddles for me. I thought that was so profound. And they also talked about how self-care was self-preservation. I thought that was also profound. And then we left and said goodbye to everybody. And this year, I went ahead and went with my friend Bobby. And we went to a place called Saldana Residence, and they have a little mall attached to the residence, until it was time for us to go to the MLK community event. So we were just in there passing time, and we went into a little store called The Normal, which I thought the little store was so cute because it was a lot of like sundry items and things like that. But Saldana is a nice area if you come to Lisbon and you're looking for where is one of the places I should live. I think Saldana is a place that I considered to live. I just settled where I settled, but this was on my short list because it's flat, like you can walk around really easy, not a lot of hills. But then we headed out to the MLK get together, and I wanted to take you on a walk with that. It was starting to get dark, a little dark, but I still wanted to stick around for it. And what you have to remember about Lisbon is that Lisbon is like a village, and you can really get lost in Lisbon in a good way. Like, they have so many little nooks and crannies, and even when you get inside, like, we really couldn't find where we were supposed to be in that building, because the building has so many like little nooks and crannies and turns and that. And we finally started seeing signs to point us to where we needed to route ourselves to get to the MLK observation. And what I liked about this program was that it was me seeing it from the eyes of people that live outside of the United States. So once we got in, people were already introducing themselves, and then we had to get like our name tags and put our name tags on. But what the gist of it is that we were supposed to be taking prompts from questions and discussing them as groups. So we initially started as a single group, but then we eventually broke up into smaller groups, and they had these pre-written prompts where we were to answer as a group what our thoughts on the progress of the civil rights movement was, and even the progress that's being rolled back in the United States. And I got to see that from those are some people that were born in Portugal that are Black, that says how it affected them. And then there were even Brazilians there, and we practiced our Portuguese during that time too. So to learning the formal Portuguese versus the Brazilian Portuguese, and then that was it. Thank you for joining me.